Hi there, I'm Amber with Kaleidoscope Yoga. Thank you so much for your interest in my video today. Hey, if you'd like to follow along when we do the classes live, just like my Kaleidoscope Yoga page on Facebook or follow me on Instagram at Amber Kleid Yoga for dates and times. In the meantime, grab yourself your mat, a couple of blocks, maybe a blanket and a towel, and perhaps a bolster or a thicker pillow to rest on in Shavasana, and I will meet you on the mat. So glad you guys are here with me today. Thank you so much for being a part of this practice. I think we're going to, before we move into Shavasana today, I think we're going to do a loving kindness meditation. I kind of feel, I mean, the world always needs more loving kindness, but right now it's, times are especially tense. And, you know, it wouldn't hurt for us to give a little extra love out to the world. So if you're up for that, wonderful. I think it will just be a nice lead into our Shavasana as we can kind of rest down. So I would love for you to find your comfy seat. Lengthen up through the spine as if someone is pulling at the crown of the head and relaxing through the tailbone. Close your eyes if it feels comfortable. Otherwise, just gaze towards the floor and let the eyelashes just kind of come together a little bit. Just enough that you can see the kind of shapes and colors around you. And allow yourself a couple of deep breaths. Searching for that sense of peace and calm. Letting the exhales cascade down the body. Kind of a nice ripple effect from the crown of the head all the way down as the muscles start to relax one by one. Letting sleep and dreams leave and start to kind of just come into this sense of self and your sense and awareness of the space that you're in. And let's begin our practice by focusing on the sounds around us, the sounds that are kind of far away. We'll start with those today. And you can pick and choose the sounds. You don't have to name them, just kind of listen to them, and you can also hear them collectively as one big sound. And just rest with your breath for a few moments and just listen. One of the lessons that yoga brings to us is we can't control what is beyond our little bubble, our little shape. And so rather than having a terrible reaction to it, you know, maybe the neighbor's mowing the lawn, or, you know, maybe there's some construction happening, we can stop and just bring ourselves back to our breath, back to our little space, knowing that we are safe, we're healthy here, and we can choose not to react, which is such a beautiful option in life when so many things get thrown our way. And so go ahead and bring your senses, your hearing, into your space. So wherever you're practicing today, and maybe not necessarily in your room, but maybe you can hear the birds right outside the window, such a beautiful sound. And then begin to draw yourself closer to your breath. Maybe for now we focus on the tip of the nose. Maybe it feels a little cool as we inhale, and then as we exhale, the breath might feel a little warm. Perhaps you feel that tickle on the top of the lip. We can bring a little smile to the corners of our mouths. Maybe even find a little crinkle in the corners of the eyes. And just know that you are in the right space at the right time. And whatever it is you need from this practice, please take it. And if there are things that are offered that don't suit you at this time, you don't have to take them. We want to feel nourished, never depleted during our yoga practice. If you'd like to join me by bringing the hands to the heart space, Anjali Mudra, or you can just rest your hands over your heart, whatever you choose. And just take this moment to set an intention for yourself, and remember, you can always dedicate your practice. If you are ready to move forward, we're going to take our hands and rest them on our shoulders. If this doesn't feel quite right to you, you can bring your hands, fingertips entwined behind your neck. Go ahead and choose whichever one feels best. Elbows directly out from your shoulders. We want to access a little bit of the core muscle here, just so we can keep our spine nice and straight. And we're just going to take an inhale and open up the shoulders back, maybe lifting a little through the chest. And then exhale, just draw the elbows towards one another. Not rounding in the spine just yet. Inhale, same thing, open, nice and slow movement. We're just going to get into our shoulders. And then exhale, bring those elbows back. Inhale, open shoulders, or elbows, but we are kind of opening through the collarbone here. And then exhale. So pause here with the elbows towards one another. And then as you inhale, lift the elbows and exhale, big circle. When you get the elbows pointing towards the floor, draw on another inhale till they're up, and exhale back. Slow and mindful breath. Feel the muscles as you inhale up and exhale back. Let's inhale up, and we're going to switch directions. So elbows up, maybe a little stretch through the triceps, and then exhale down and back. Inhale up, exhale down, inhale up, exhale, unfold the hands out in front of you. So arms are long. Relax those shoulders. Go ahead and take one hand. You're going to draw the fingertips towards the floor. The other hand is going to draw or rest on top of the fingers, so we get a nice little wrist stretch here. Keep those shoulders relaxed. As a matter of fact, while you're doing this, let's drop our right ear to our right shoulder. And you can keep your neck where it is. Go ahead and turn the hand over, getting a stretch through the top of the wrist. And then inhale, head over heart. Opposite hand, press down. And then let the opposite ear come to the opposite shoulder. Or if you did it the other way, that's okay. I just realized I didn't cue a specific hand, so. And then go ahead and bring the fingers down so we get the top of the wrist. Relax the shoulder. Good. Bring that head back over the heart. Release the hands, and let's find some circles in the wrist. And work your way out so the arms are nice and long. Relaxing those shoulders down. Good. One last thing, we're going to make a little kind of stop sign hands here, pressing out. And spread those fingertips out wide. Good. Let's go ahead and draw the hands above the head, and we're going to interlace the fingers. Take a nice deep inhale, stretch up through the side body, filling up the lungs, expanding through the rib cage. And as we exhale, hands are going to come out in front of the shoulders, and you're going to gently round through the spine. Chin can come to chest if that's comfortable. And then inhale, draw it back up, nice and slow, connect to the core. Stretch it up and exhale, bring it down when you're ready. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale down. One more time, bring it up. Big breath in, release the hands and let them float down as you rotate the wrists. Relax the shoulders. Bring the hands all the way down. Left hand to the floor, inhale, right hand up, and as you exhale, float to the left. Keep that right hip anchored down. Inhale, bring the hand back up. Exhale, bring it to the ground. Left hand up, inhale. And exhale to the right. Big stretch if it feels good. Inhale up and exhale down. Let's go ahead. If you're sitting on a block or a blanket, go ahead and pop off of that. And we're going to bring our feet out in front of us. Go ahead and remove the fleshy parts of the bottom. Give your feet a nice flexion and then point. You can do that little massage that I like to encourage around the knees if that feels good. And then let's go ahead and draw in left foot. Sole of the foot can be at the thigh or at the meaty part of your calf if that feels good. And we're going to flex in the right foot, really anchor down the hips, and we're just going to take a gentle twist to our left. And you can relax that left leg. If you feel that it's not really relaxing, prop it up, prop something underneath it. And then we're just going to walk our hands forward, keeping that right hip on the floor. If it starts to raise, just stay exactly where you are and walk back just a little bit. Lengthening through the back. And then come forward a little bit more if it feels right. And then one more time, forward, maintaining the length in the spine. Lots of action happening in that right leg and the right foot. And then when you're ready, go ahead and walk yourself back. And we're going to bring the sole of the left foot up. And we're going to draw our chest nice and close to our thigh. Go ahead and bring left arm out first. We're going to take a big inhale and rainbow that arm up and back. And you're just going to find some stability here behind you by placing that hand on the floor. Right hand out. Take a nice deep inhale when you're ready, and then work yourself into a twist. And only twist as far as feels comfortable. High five. They're always on a mission. Relaxing your shoulders. Good. Nice deep inhale. And as you exhale, we're just going to rotate to the right just for a second, just to release that full breath. And then go ahead and relax that left leg, come back to center. And then draw that right foot, the sole of the foot in, stacking something underneath the knee if it feels like it's just kind of floating around out there. And then we're going to take another twist. Nice gentle twist to the right. Find length in the spine. And then walk the hands forward just a little bit more, being mindful of that left hip. And then walk it forward just a little bit more if that feels good. One more time, walk it forward. See if you can relax that right leg. And then when you're ready, go ahead and walk it back. Sole of the foot to the floor, knee is up. Hug in that chest to the knee. Left arm out first. Big breath in, inhale, sweep it up and back behind you. Place it on the floor. Find that stability. Left hand comes out, and as you take an exhale, go ahead and wrap yourself into your twist in whatever capacity feels good. And then when you're ready on your next exhale, you're just going to gently rotate to your left, coming out of the twist. And then relax the leg out in front of you. Go ahead and flex through those toes, lift up through the spine, and we're just going to find our staff pose today, rather than bending forward like we sometimes do. So, if you can, get your hands placed on your mat if your arms are long enough. My arms are not, so I'm going to use blocks. I'm going to be nice and activated through the legs. Toes are flexed. I don't want to lift up my heels because I want to protect the knees. I don't want them to hyperextend. I want to hug in through my quads, my belly, and then my arms. I'm going to end up coming up just a little bit up off the ground, but we want the arms to be nice and strong, pressing up from the palms of the hands. So strong Dandasana pose here, staff pose. And just find your breath. Close your eyes if you want to for a couple of breaths. And then on your next exhale, relax it down. Nice job. So let's go ahead and move to the onto our bellies. We're going to start off with a couple of baby cobras. So palms to the mat. Pubic bone and top of the feet. Softly press into the mat. Take a nice deep inhale and draw your gaze up, hugging shoulder blades to spine. And then exhale, release. Again, breathing in, pressing into the pubic bone and the top of the feet. Soft through your belly. And exhale. This time, if you want to come up a little bit higher, you are more than welcome to, or you can stay where you are and relax. Turn your toes under, press up through your palms. Come into tabletop position. And then we're going to make our way into downward facing dog. So spread those fingertips out nice and wide, getting yourself that broad foundation. And lift your hips up. Relaxing the neck down. Arms are strong, hips are reaching towards the ceiling. You can walk your dog a little bit here. Getting into the calf muscles, maybe even through the hamstrings and the hips. And then we're going to go ahead and anchor down that left foot. Inhale, right foot high, find your three-legged dog. Sink down a little bit more into that left heel. Go ahead and rotate the right foot. Find that external rotation in the shoulders, so almost as if your shoulder or your biceps are going to pinch your nose. And then take another deep inhale, and on that exhale, we're going to draw right foot forward. And keeping that knee placed above your ankle, anchoring into the soles of the feet, pressing through that back heel. Let's go ahead and come on up. We're going to find our high lunge. Very good. Take an inhale, fingertips to the ceiling. As we exhale, fingertips are going to float down towards your back heel, and you're going to come forward in the chest. And you can lift that back foot a little bit to get a deep stretch there. So then when we inhale, we're going to sweep the hands up, and all the way up we come with the body. Exhale at the top. Inhale. Exhale, fingertips sweep back, and we move forward. So kind of in this fly position. Strong in that front leg, the knees not dropping towards the toes. Exhale. Inhale. Nice and slow. Fingertips to the sky. Exhale. One more, you guys. You got this. Inhale, fingertips back. Exhale. Sorry, my cat's puking in the sunroom right now. I really hope you can't hear it. Inhale, bring those fingertips forward, all the way up. This time, exhale, hands down. Straighten out that front leg. We're going to bring that back leg forward just a little bit and bring it at a 45-degree angle. So we're going to move into our pyramid shape here. So we're hinging at the hips, taking a nice deep inhale. Pressing into that back heel, making sure we got a little baby bend in the front knee, and go ahead and start to move forward. And just come as far as feels comfortable. Maybe the side of the leg and the hamstring feel real tight today. Don't push it. But we want to try to maintain a nice long spine for now. Keep anchored in that back foot. And from here, we're going to take our right hand down to the floor or your calf, and we're going to open up with the left hand. Gaze can follow to the left fingertips if that feels good. Nice deep breath here, and as you exhale, we're going to bend that front knee, bring the right hand all the way down to the floor, and rainbow that left hand down, and then you can kind of kick that back foot back a little bit and come down onto that back knee. We're just going to bring our palms to our thigh, relax the shoulders back, and lengthen up a little bit through the front of the body, maybe getting a stretch through the hip flexor. That feels okay. If you want, you can draw the hands above the head. We could find our crescent lunge. Big breath in, big breath out, big breath in. Bring those palms together and find a side twist, either just palms to heart space, or you can come to your prayer position. Either way, keep those elbows splayed apart from one another, lengthen through the spine, a little smile on the face. And then on an inhale, connect to the core, draw yourself to center, fingertips reach up one last time, and then exhale, float the hands on the inside of the leg. Let's walk that right foot to the right side of the mat. And left hand down, right hand up. If you want to, while we're here, you can drop that knee out and in to kind of get a little bit more movement in your hip. And then on an exhale, draw the right hand down. We're going to let the hips come back a little and just swing that right leg back around. And I would love to invite you to take a child's pose here. Toes together, knees out if that feels the best in your body. And then just go ahead and relax down. Forehead can kiss the floor or a block. And maybe you can rock the forehead back and forth. That always feels really good to massage that third eye. And just really indulge in a couple of nourishing breaths, filling up the lungs, letting the rib cage kind of splay open, and letting your shoulder blades kind of roll to the side. If your shoulders are tired, you can take the fingertips towards your toes. Take one more deep breath here. And stretching the hands out, make your way into tabletop position once again. Spread those fingertips out, turn your toes under, and find your downward facing dog. And this time, see if you can find something a little different than when the first time we did it. Maybe a different stretch. Don't be afraid to move and find a little bit of organic shape here and movement. And then let's go ahead and place the right heel towards the floor. Take a nice deep inhale, left leg to the sky. As you exhale, rotate through the ankle and find that external rotation in the shoulders. So we're powering up through the arms and we're bringing that right heel just a little bit closer to the floor. If it doesn't reach, don't worry about it. And then on your next inhale, let it be nice and deep. And then exhale, go ahead and draw that left foot forward. Keeping that knee above the ankle and then making your way into high lunge. Hands to the sky, relaxing through the shoulders. Really trying to find that ease with your effort here in this shape. It's very strong. It can definitely be tiring, so connecting to that foundation with your breath can really help. And then relaxing the muscles that don't need to be tense. Big breath in, fingertips to the sky. Exhale, we're going to draw the fingertips down towards our heel, lifting up that back heel to get this nice tall, this length through the spine. And then inhale, draw the hands up. Come back to rest, fingertips up top. Exhale, relax the shoulders. Inhale, fingertips come down, lifting through that heel, stretching through the upper part of the body. Exhale. Inhale, fingertips rise up. Exhale, relax the shoulders. We got one more. Inhale, fingertips come down, stretch, 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 stretch. Exhale here. And then inhale, fingertips up. We're going to exhale, hands down. Go ahead and bring that back foot in just a little bit. Straighten out that front leg as we move into our pyramid shape. Dropping the right hip down just a little bit. Lengthening through the spine. Little bend in that knee, remember. And also pay attention to that big toe. Are you dropping to the outer edge of the foot? Press into the big toe if you feel like you are. Connect to that back heel, and when you're ready, start to come forward to whatever capacity feels good. One side's going to be different than the other. Maybe it feels really good on one side. Maybe one side feels super tight. Or maybe you've got, boy, wouldn't it be nice to be limber in both hips? That would be awesome. All right, when you're ready, go ahead and start to bring that left hand down, and we're going to open up to the right. So right hand opens up. And we're connecting again to the soles of feet. We should feel the weight about evenly in both legs. Make sure that your hand isn't dropping back, but it's above your shoulder. Connecting to your core. Nice big inhale. As you exhale, left hand comes down, and go ahead and bring the right hand down too. And then kick that right foot back and heel toe your left foot over to the side. Right hand to the floor this time. We're going to find a twist opening up to the left. Bring your exhale down with your left hand. Go ahead and drop that back knee. Let the top of the foot come to the floor. Bring the hands to the top of your left thigh, and we're going to find our low lunge here. Lengthening through the upper parts of the front of the body. If you want, you can draw the hands all the way up, find your crescent lunge. Maybe the gaze follows the fingertips. Big inhale. Exhale, float those hands down on the inside of the foot, and then go ahead and walk that foot back. We're going to drop down to one hip, and then go ahead and rotate onto your back, resting down. Go ahead and bring the knees into the belly. Bring the fingertips to the inside of the knees and drop the knees open. So a hip opener. And again, you can relax the shoulders back. You can rock the head from side to side a little bit. It always feels good. And then bring the knees back to center. And then we're just going to roll to whatever side is convenient for you, whichever one you want to do first. And you have an option here. You can just kind of rest here in a little fetal position, or if you want to go ahead and open up through the chest, please feel free to do so. And we're just going to rest here in this gentle twist for a few breaths. Softening the space between the eyes. Breathing into the twist, nice and soft. Take 2 more breaths here. And then very softly and slowly connecting to your core, drawing your knees back to center. Find a gentle rock from side to side. And then when you're ready, go ahead and roll the knees to the opposite side. And you can stay in your little fetal position to relax, or you can open up and find a gentle twist. Do what feels good in your body. I'm stacking myself up on blocks today under my legs. My back is a little sore, so I want to make sure that I honor that. And then use your exhales to soften the body. Take 2 more deep breaths. And then when you're ready, you're going to gently roll yourself back to center. Draw those knees in. And I'm going to ask that you do a little rock and roll and come into a seated position. And you can do this as many times as you'd like. Maybe, I don't know, I'd suggest maybe at least 3 if your floor isn't too hard and it feels okay. And then please come to a seat. And we'll do our loving kindness meditation before we dive into our Shavasana. So this loving kindness meditation I'm taking from Tara Brach's Radical Acceptance. It's an amazing book. And there are many, many different kinds, different types of loving kindness meditations. I mean, you can really say whatever you would like, but I really enjoy what she has written in here. So for today, I'm going to share this one with you. I hope you don't mind. Please find a nice tall spine. Close your eyes. And find that softness again that we found at the beginning of practice, relaxing all the way from the crown of the head to the tips of the fingers and toes. Breathing softly. And if you would like to imagine a bright green light over your heart space or a pink light, those are generally the colors that represent the heart chakra, but if you'd like it to be another color, that is completely okay. And as you inhale, you can just imagine that light is getting brighter and brighter. And let the light start to emanate and shine all throughout the body, maybe even off of the body into your space. And connect with a sense of essential goodness. Our kindness, our compassion, and really anchor yourself to this feeling, this sense of just loving and caring for yourself and for others. And then whisper to yourself, may I be filled with loving kindness. May I be held in loving kindness. May I accept myself just as I am. May I be happy. May I touch great and natural peace. May I know the natural joy of being alive. May my heart and mind awaken. May I be free. Sit with these words for a few breaths. Let them soak in all the way to your soul. Let them feel tangible to you. And then bring someone to mind who is very near and dear to your heart. Someone that makes you feel amazing when you're with them. Someone that is easy to forgive and get along with. Someone that just makes you feel better in their presence. And see if you can sense them near you. And if it's comfortable, maybe you can envision them sitting across from you and you can gaze into their eyes, or perhaps offering a loving touch on their hand or knee. And say, may you too be filled with loving kindness. May you be held in loving kindness. May you feel my love now. May you accept yourself just as you are. May you be happy. May you know great and natural peace. May you know the natural joy of being alive. May your heart and your mind awaken, and may you be free. Offer up a few moments of silence with this person that means so much to you. If you'd like, you can offer them a hug, a smile, maybe a kiss on the cheek. And then draw to mind someone who does not resonate with you. Someone who is kind of the opposite of the person that we just held in our hearts. Someone who might be difficult or doesn't see eye to eye with you. And if it's comfortable, you can look into their eyes. And see if for a moment you can sense their awareness. You can sense that they too have people in their lives that they love and care about, even if you two don't necessarily see eye to eye. And then say to them, may you be filled with loving kindness. May you be held in loving kindness. May you feel my love now. May you accept yourself just as you are. May you be happy. May you know great and natural peace. May you know the natural joy of being alive. May your heart and mind awaken, and may you be free. Sit for a few moments with this person, offering them loving kindness, feeling compassion. And then let's begin to look at the bigger picture. That beautiful light that you have imagined inside you. Let it spread out into the world, into our nation that needs healing so badly right now. And even though we are in our very own little corner of the world, we can still send out our loving kindness. So let that bright light spread across our town, our state, our nation, all across the world, sending healing prayers, May all beings be filled with loving kindness. May all beings know great and natural peace. May there be peace on earth, peace everywhere. And may all beings awaken. May all beings be free. When you are ready, my friends, please go ahead and flip the eyelids open and go ahead and take your Shavasana, resting on your back, maybe a bolster under the knees, a pillow under the head, and carry the sense of peace with you as you move into your final resting pose. And then once you find yourself settled in, close your eyes. Maybe bringing your hands to your heart space, or one hand to your heart, one to your belly. And fill yourself with a sense of peace. Peace that you can share with everyone that you meet. Peace that you can allow yourself to feel and receive with compassion and love. And then with each breath, begin to soften into the space, relaxing all the muscles away from the bone, feeling the support of Mother Earth below you. Begin to slowly deepen the breath, feeling that point of connection when the breath starts to press the belly up and expand the ribs. Feeling a great sense of peace as you exhale and the body decompresses. Find a little movement in the fingers and the toes. Roll to one side if you'd like for a moment or two. And then please make your way back into a seated position. Let's draw our hands together at heart space, offering up gratitude for our practice together. As always, it means the world to me, and I'm so humbled that you joined me here. Thank you so much, and have a beautiful day. Namaste.